quorum. Is Georgia on?
Yes.
Yes, I'm on.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Thank
Okay, so we have just Emily is not here. Okay. We have no strangers on the phone, right?
No, it's just
I don't have to introduce myself.
You can for the Zoom.
Who is that?
That's from Kingsbridge Library and Riverdale Library.
Good evening, Sylvia. It's Rebecca from Riverdale. And I
Good
think Biz
evening.
is here from Kingsbridge.
Hi, yes, it's Biz. I'm from Kingsbridge Library. I'm working from home, so I just don't have a camera on.
Okay. I just want to make sure I have you. Okay. And Rebecca said she would come, so we'll see about that. Okay, so I'll start the meeting. I have a short report as chair, but maybe I'll wait with that. We don't have the staple person.
Yes, I see.
Oh. We should do you first.
Folks, and I can send electronically.
Yeah, so thank you.
I think, of course. How's it here?
Well,
Yeah.
I have them. But what is that? Don't forget.
You're welcome. Is there anything particular, like any place to stand or anything like that? Okay, great.
Okay, so your event is going to
Excuse
be,
me.
your event is going to be June 12th.
Yes, so
And from 10 o'clock till 7.
we put 10 to 7, but really that would just hold the cars not parked. Right.
Yeah.
So we don't, we're not gonna start setting up until around 11 a.m. We have had this permit in the past, pre-COVID though. We haven't requested it since COVID. The event is about 3 hours long, from 3 to 6. It is going to be on a Friday, so Friday, June 12th. And it's a free community event for anyone who either goes to KHCC or does not. So you don't have to be currently enrolled in a program in order to attend the event. It is completely free. And generally we have all of our programs run a table. And so they do double duty. At their table, they're obviously providing information about their program, but they also have to run an activity at their table. So that could be like temporary tattoos, decorating bags. Sometimes we have gardening activities. So we'll do like how to plant. So those are the types of activities that we have during this event. And we're asking to close the street again because in the past couple of years, it's been hard to spread out folks on our own property. I don't know if folks are aware, but we do have the community center itself, and then we have the 2 adjacent properties that they have buildings on it and a garden and all that stuff. So it's been really difficult to try to spread the tables out so that people have enough space to like roam around, and it makes the event feel a little bit disjointed because now you gotta like remind people, oh, we have more tables all the way in the back behind the building. And so folks they're like, are you gonna place me in the back? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to place you back there. So we'd really love to be able to extend to the street so that the tables can sort of be in one area versus spreading them out.
Mm-hmm. So basically, what you were asking to close is just the the front of the building
Yes,
and the, what did I say, the Kingsbridge, no. Here, Kingsbridge Terrace between, Farrat and Summit Place.
yes, exactly. So that's
And then
right
you
in
just
front of the
spread out,
building.
Which you
And
don't need a permit for.
exactly, and so the rest, so traffic can go up Perot and around, or up Summit and make a left, but it won't be able to go across Kingsbridge Terrace for that small section of street.
Wait, are you talking about the place where like there's a zip car parking
Yes, exactly.
from there to the other?
Exactly, right where the zip car parking is, those like two spots plus I guess like a one regular street spot is like where we're asking for it to be closed.
Oh, okay, so it's not like that whole, yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, like that, it's like I guess it's like a half a block, like a cause it's,
Yeah.
you know, how Kingsbridge Terrace is, it's like one long, huge block. So if you remember like Perot, that corner,
Yeah,
you know, when we had the permit in the previous years, the barricades would be right at that corner and then traffic would go up the hill to Sedgwick. And then the other barricade would be right at the corner of Summit, even though it's a one-way and no one should be turning right, but we know how
Yeah.
people do. And so then folks who come up Summit would make a left to continue on to Kingsbridge Terrace.
okay.
Okay, so, usually we ask would that be an area where there would be emergency, vehicles going through? Because usually we leave space for them, a 15-foot space.
It's possible. I think in previous years they would just go up Perot, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but, that's something that you should look into because that's one of the criteria.
Mhm.
to-
Okay.
To have an area that is, usable for them. If an ambulance has to go through or a fire truck or, some such thing.
Okay, and so I guess my question would be, how would that work on sort of like a street like Kingsbridge Terrace? Like, would that mean that the barricade would leave the parking spaces on the rear side, and so it wouldn't be the full block, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure, so, when we've done it in the past, I don't know that we've left any space or anything like
Well,
that,
are
so
you
I
on
can't.
a sidewalk or are you in the street?
We would be on the sidewalk and in the street,
Or both?
correct?
And it's continuous? So there's no areas where you can have a space there?
I think anything is possible. If you're, if that's what's necessary and that's safe to do, then we're happy to do that. It's not necessarily that I need the whole street and I'm gonna throw 20 tables. It's, we're gonna use our property, we have a parking lot, we're gonna use the parking
Yes.
lot, like that type of stuff. So if it's like sort of making it half of the street, and so leaving where the zip car, like that whole line where the zip car is, that's totally fine.
Yeah, well,
I wonder if you can put up a sign that it's for emergency vehicles, so you're not having regular traffic coming through, just because
Yeah.
there'll be children there, you don't wanna have traffic going through.
For sure,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, happy to do that, and I guess I'm not sure like if things are done the same way. In previous years when we did have this permit, there were like there were folks that were stationed there that were not from us, and I didn't know if that was like a part of the permit and folks came out, because there were definitely folks that were there that were directing traffic, and it might have been like NYPD plus someone else.
well, if I remember correctly, I think that we did have your request in the education committee once before. And, maybe you should check with some of the people that
Yeah, none of them are
You know,
there.
have done that,
There anymore,
know.
yeah.
to give you guidance.
Sure. Happy to do so.
Yeah.
Happy to do
I
so.
mean, we want everybody to be safe.
Yeah, of course,
Mhm.
of course.
So
Did you have this last year?
So we continue to have the event, but this is the first year since COVID that we're requesting the permit again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the last year we requested the permit was probably 2019.
So yeah, question, so you're saying they need to have an emergency vehicle like, that's by law, they have to have them or?
Yes, that's part of the criteria.
Okay,
They had recently a street closing on Riverdale Avenue by Skyview back
Yeah.
up there.
yeah,
I'm at here, and they had to take tables away because the police and fire trucks couldn't get through.
okay,
They had to go into the parking lot of the mall there.
Mhm.
To go around the tables, that's not good.
okay. Cause wait, go, sorry.
Sorry, I guess for us, what I would say is the area that is inaccessible, right? There are no building entrances for the area that's inaccessible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And emergency vehicles can go from Heath to Summit to access the buildings that are past Kingsbridge Terrace. So if you look at the map, they can come up Summit Place and make the left. And if they need to access the house that's on the corner, they can come up Kingsbridge Terrace and make the right. Because the entrance to this house is right here, so they could always park here and access this house. And then this building, the large building that's across the street, can be accessed from Summit because the entrance is over here. So I think
Okay.
that's what I would say, is that if folks needed to get past, they should do Heath and up or Kingsbridge Terrace and up.
I think in case of emergency, you could accommodate an emergency.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, any questions?
I had a question, but it was more so like on like, what do you got? You guys have a sound permit and all that stuff, like what? like-
No, we don't have really like, what's the word? Amplify, right? Like that's where amplifying sound, it'll be like a boombox, like,
Okay.
like a regular Bluetooth speaker.
Cause I grew up in that area, so I was gonna plug myself in and say, if you guys need a DJ, I'll do it for free. Cause I
Oh,
feel like DJ,
Oh, thank you.
But
Thank you so
if-
much. I mean, you can still DJ from your phone.
whatever, yeah, I mean, but I just,
Yeah.
I figured,
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have my email.
it's here, right?
Yes.
Okay, alright, that's all I was gonna say, really.
Yeah. And are you going to have I mean music, loud music or?
It's the Bluetooth speaker, so not like the big ones that are like on stands or anything like that.
And do you have things for the kids?
Yeah, so there'll be mostly tabletop activities, so things like mass decorating, we've done bag decorating, we've done pot of plants for our gardening folks. So we usually do things like that. We do invite community-based organizations as well, because we want to make sure services get to folks. And we just require that everybody have something that a child or family can walk away with. So a tote bag, pens, you can't just come here and like promote your community-based organization. Like you have to provide something for the community.
No, some have the bouncy thing.
Oh, like bouncy
that
houses
make a-
and stuff.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have had bouncy houses in the past. I don't know that we haven't scheduled one for this
Mhm.
event yet.
Okay, no question?
No, I think it sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you
it's
so much. You guys have my contact information, and on the back is just like a summary of our services. If anybody has any questions, feel free to email me. Happy to answer anything.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Of course, absolutely.
And good luck.
Thank you. Yes, it's a wonderful event, and I hope that folks can stop by and bring family members. Lots of different things going on, and we'd be happy to have you guys. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Okay. Okay. Okay, as far as the report, my report, I usually refer to the chalkboard before a meeting because they're on the computer and they really delve into education. So they had a lot of things on it today, uh, strangely enough. And one of the things that they were concerned with is that as far as schools are concerned, are they going to be cut funds? Because last year they had lower attendance, but they got the same amount of money, and they're worried that now they're going to be cut. So uh, Councilman Eric Dimowitz is now the head of the Council Education Committee, and he had the chancellor in, and he asked him that question, and he refused to answer it. So I get that they're thinking about cutting it, and they don't want to say anything before the negotiations for the budget are on the table. They also spoke about the fact that Mayor Mondani said that he wasn't interested in being in control of the schools. The mayor control has been in effect for many years, and all of a sudden he changed his mind. So I found an article on the chalkboard that said somebody has to be in charge because otherwise the schools are going to go Wild West. So I don't know what's going to happen, but the state legislators want to extend the coverage for another 4 years. So that would include Mayor Mondani. We don't know how that's going to work out. And he also has earmarked $100 million to expand the pre-K 3-year-old program, which I know that they had a lot of seats that were empty last year. I don't know what it is like now, but extending it for $100 million when the city doesn't have money and he wants to give programs away for free. I don't know if that's going to fly with the council. So that's another thing that will come out in the wash. The city council is probing a $38 billion education budget to see if they can find any cost savings for next year's school year. That was in city and state. And there seems to be a problem with the class size. That was another question that he wouldn't respond to. The class size had to go in effect in September because it's passed and it's mandated. And he said that that's going to be very difficult. And I don't know what he's going to do with it, but there are usually 25 children in a class. And many of the schools don't have that configuration where they can break them down into such small groups. So we'll have to see how that works out too. And that's
Can I-
about the end of.
Can I ask you, what are the class sizes for an ICT classroom?
Excuse me?
An ICT classroom, is it also 25?
I'm not hearing you.
For an ICT classroom, a classroom that has a special education teacher and a regular, like a general education teacher, are the class sizes also 25?
No, it's only for the early childhood, the class size.
Okay, so not for elementary. What is the class size for elementary?
I have no idea. but I know that they go up to 30.
Okay.
But that was something that was passed by the governor, actually. Hochul wanted that very badly,
30.
yeah. For the early childhood.
Oh no, 25 for
So Mondani wanted to have early childhood for 2-year-olds. I think 2-year-olds should be home.
Okay.
I don't think they should be in school,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
you know?
Mhm.
But, I don't know what he's capable of getting done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has an in with the president and, he's up in Washington,
Mhm.
down in Washington, up in Albany. He's all over the place
Mm-hmm.
trying to find money.
Right.
But he campaigned, so badly that, in this day and age, you don't get anything for nothing. Somebody has to pay the bill.
Mm.
And he promised everybody, and people are very angry at him because they don't see that his promises are being fulfilled.
Mhm.
So I don't know. So
Sylvia, are you gonna vote on the SAFO application?
um, you're asking what's next?
Yeah, because you heard the
The
presentation.
budget.
Yeah, are you gonna vote on the application though, the SAFO application, whether you're gonna approve it or not?
Yeah, well, everybody saw the budget, right? You all got it at home.
I think we need to still vote on that application that we got before with that nice lady who came
I
and
thought that
presented.
everybody was nodding and I took it as a vote.
Oh.
We gotta vote.
I think for the record,
For
we
the
have to
record.
formally vote so that if somebody
Okay,
asks.
all in favor for the staple?
I think we are.
Okay, unanimous. That's what I thought I saw. As far as the budget is concerned, we did, I didn't do the minutes. The minutes of January, we didn't have a meeting in February because we had a blizzard. And the January minutes have to be passed. Do you want to discuss anything on them?
I don't think so. Do you want to just, I think we're good.
I can motion that we vote on the minutes.
Okay.
Second
All
that.
in favor?
I think we're all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, we sent out the usual letter for the principals to let us know what they wanted to have. It was the beginning of March. And we got very good results. I understand they were sent home to all the members, no?
Yeah, sent by email.
Did we send them all?
Yeah, we sent it by email, yeah. And I have them printed out.
And this year, they did break it down to how much everything was. What kind of money is involved. OMB is very pro other things, not education. But we will submit and hope that we'll get something, and if not, we will get it's on the record that we asked for these things, and many times the elected officials get money.
Can I ask you?
So one way or another, I mean, we have done well that way in the past. We got the the field at JFK redone. Other people, we didn't do it by ourselves, but other people also. Um, Eric Dinowitz, also, and our other council people. So we will try to do that again. And what I will do for April, I will kind of categorize it a little bit better. In as much as this is too large to put on the budget,
Mhm.
it's too spread out. I'm gonna condense it and have a different presentation
Can I ask
for
you,
you in April.
can I ask a question? Are these all capital expenses or are they
They're both
capital
capital
and
and,
expense?
yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
anything over 30,000
Right.
is capital.
right, and I'm looking at some things here that feel like they would probably be expense, like the deep cleaning and sanitation, that feels like an expense, right?
Mhm.
So maybe when we break it up, we should just maybe label them.
That's usually what happens, is there are two lists that
Yeah.
finally get done, and one is the capital list and one is the
Right.
expense list, so.
Right.
I'm sure that's part of what Sylvia's gonna do,
Yes,
is she's gonna
that's
condense this
basically what
because they're
I-
never gonna read all this
Yeah.
and put them in their respective lists.
Yeah,
And then, Sylvia, next month, would we vote on an order, that were a
Mhm.
priority order as well? Or is this to
do
propose
you feel
priority?
that you know the school in
No,
order to do
I
that?
do not, that's why I was asking, I don't know
No,
well enough.
I actually. I mean, I'd like to discuss it a little bit, maybe we can, there are certain things next time.
We have a lot of charter schools, that responded this year.
Right.
In the past, I've not, offered it to the, charter school
Okay.
because they are allowed to do fundraising. And they
Okay,
get a lot of money that the public schools don't get. So, I never, encouraged them to participate. But, it was put to me that I should, so I did.
mhm,
And they did respond. In fact, one school, classical charter school on Cedric Avenue, which I didn't know was there, wants to come to one of our meetings and do a presentation. So, I think I woke them up.
but they're not listed
No, they
here,
didn't put a response to this.
so they just wanna come to
Okay.
present.
Yeah, once they got the email from us, they're like, oh, we'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, right.
But Sylvia, to your point, I think that's part of why I was asking about ranking them, is like some of these are about security versus some of them are about improvements, and some of them are public schools and charter schools. So I was just, I don't, this is my first time on your committee, I don't know what your process was, it's more of a question of your process, like.
Right.
I usually propose something to my committee and then let them decide what it was, or I didn't know if you wanted to do it that way, or if it's a collaborative, or.
Well, collaborative, of course, I don't wanna
Yeah.
do anything on my own, but,
Mm.
like the Marie Curie school. I've had them on my list for over 8 years. And never got a penny for them. And last year, in FY 26. The borough president sent a copy of what she was funding.
Mhm.
And she had them on for $250,000, which is very nice.
Yeah, that's sometimes the benefit of making it a budget priority. If the city can't do it, an elected official, they have those pots of money.
Exactly.
I never know where they come from or what happens.
Exactly.
I don't ask questions, I'm just happy it gets done.
Right.
So if I could be so bold, I don't know for the others, if, since you're putting the list together, could you propose a ranking and then we can discuss next? Cause you have all the expertise, you've been working with these schools forever, or
Yeah.
most of them, and then we could just kind
Well,
of.
usually, as far as expense is concerned,
Mhm.
there isn't much. Cause everybody goes for the big bucks.
Yeah,
But, I usually put the library, having them open 6 days a week, 7
Mhm.
days a week. We have the Kingsbridge now
Mhm.
that's open on Sundays.
Yeah.
I'm planning on doing that again.
Okay.
You know, they say that they're already doing it, but it doesn't matter. I just want it on record that
We want them to
Leave 'em
continue
alone.
funding it at that level, yeah,
Right.
especially with the budget
so
deficit.
I don't want to I throw it out to the committee. I tend to go towards the public schools
Mhm.
because they have trouble getting money.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't want to assume that that's what everybody wants. Uh, it should be interspersed with the charter schools so that nobody gets shafted.
Yeah, my proposal is just you have all of the wisdom, so throwing a first draft out there with your ranking, and then we could ask questions, and then if we think
Right.
things should be
That's what I
shuffled.
was thinking.
That sounds perfect. I just wanted to make sure I understood, so I'm prepared for next
Right.
meeting.
Yeah, because I can't do it this way.
Yeah, this is overwhelming.
Yeah, it is overwhelming and it doesn't have to be this way and most likely OMB is not gonna give us any money anyway.
But we
So,
want to be on record that we want it.
exactly. So, is that okay with everybody?
I think it sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay. Okay, so that takes care of that. And it has to be in by April because that's the deadline. I guess the
right,
librarians
April
didn't come
when?
this time.
The library?
Yeah, we have the Kingsbridge.
Kingsbridge, Riverdale, and Fighting Dyeville.
Oh, they're here?
They're online.
Oh. Okay. Well, Kingsbridge was here first.
No, yeah, no, I know.
Have him tell us how things are going at Kingsbridge, especially with the Sunday opening.
Hi, thank you for calling on Kingsbridge. I think the Sundays are going very well. The word is definitely out. We're seeing more and more of the community on Sundays. Um, every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. we have family story time, which is a half an hour program for children and families. So it's going well. While I have
Great.
Thank you. While I have the mic, I do also would like to take a moment to just promote two programs that are coming up.
Sure.
One program, this is for adults on Saturday, April 11, from 2 to 4 p.m. We have poetry writing workshop with Roya Marsh associated with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, a very well-known New York City institute. For the last 50 years. So we're hoping people really do come out for this. That's on Saturday, April 11, 2 to 4 p.m. Poetry writing workshop. In addition, we also have a new program starting in May. This is a one-time program for 8 weeks from May 6th until June 24th. This is a program called We Speak NYC, which is a conversation class for beginner intermediate English speakers. So this class is very informal. There's no registration. This is walk-in. It will start May 6th on Wednesdays for 2 hours from 10:30 until 12. If the potential attendees are beginner learners, just starting out with ABCs, this class is not for them. If they are advanced and they could hold a conversation, write essays, this class is definitely not for them. So please share the word with the community. And with the next month flyers, I will be sharing these flyers included with our monthly calendar for April. Thank you.
Thank you. Aga, how are you?
Hi, hello, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sylvia. All is well. Just wanted to provide you with a quick update about Spuyten Duyvil branch, a busy branch. We very fortunate this year because we received some legislative funds from Senator Rivera. So we've been using money to pay for some additional programs for our adults. So the adult community, adult patrons. So for the past 3 months, we've been having live concerts in the library once a month. And we started with the jazz concert. We had actually two big jazz concerts. We just had a classical music for violin and flute. We have another jazz concert coming up in April. And majority of the musicians are actually from the neighborhood, which is great because this way we can highlight the talent in the community and expose, our residents to their neighbors, show their talents and to share it with the community. And we've had a lot of participants, a lot of attendees, so we're very happy that we can do it this year. Again, it is funded by the legislative funds. So once the funds are gone, we're hoping that, more funds will be available to the branches in the next fiscal year, but we're very happy that we can take advantage of extra money this year. Other than that, children's programs busy. Teens are participating. You have to force them to participate, but they're still willing to do it. So everything is going well at the Spuyten Duyvil branch. Thank you so much.
Good. I emailed with Rebecca
Hi,
regarding
good
the
evening.
oh, where are you? Where,
I'm here,
Rebecca?
Sylvia. My
Oh,
camera
there you
is
are.
not on.
Oh,
It's not
that's
working,
okay. I
but
hear your
still
voice.
present. I can still on the screen if you want me to. It's my camera, so you can't see my face, but you will be able to see the screen. Resources today, or would you like me just to talk about my programs? Or I can
Well,
do both.
yes, if you are ready to do it, that would be great.
I am ready. At Riverdale, let's
Are you
see.
gonna share your screen?
Sure.
Okay, so let me make you go.
Okay. You you can you see my screen? Okay,
No.
one moment. Let me go back to you. Boop. Okay. Can you see my screen yet? Share
No.
screen. Allowed to share screen. Okay. Can you see me now?
No, we don't see your screen yet.
Share title. Okay.
Okay.
Now can you see
Yeah.
me? Okay.
Yes.
So just briefly, I just wanted to say that as far as programming, Riverdale also received legislative money from Torres, and we are so grateful. But again, hopefully we'll get it next year. We used the money to support writers' workshops, our art programs. We're going to have some paint and sip programs, sipping coffee, um, other various adult programs. This Saturday, I hope to see you. We have an author visit from a local author. Her name is Dr. Christine. Hold on. Book discussion. She wrote The Arrogant Ape. Dr. Christine Webb, I believe her name is. I'm just making sure. Yes, Christine Webb at 12, 12 o'clock this Saturday. It will be a nice author talk, and she's a local author. So if you can come out, please come and listen to her talk about her book, and you can ask questions. We also have copies of her book available in the library. As far as e-resources, Sylvia emailed me and asked me about Hoopla. NYPL does not subscribe to Hoopla. We have other resources. NYPL is a world-renowned research and cultural institution, of course. So we do provide various e-resources that are available 24/7. Let's see. We have books and audio through Libby and 3M Cloud. We have movies through Canopy. And these are available 24/7. We have picture books for the children and graphic novels for children, besides what's on Libby and 3M through Tumble Books. And this is just a little bit of what we have. And magazines and magazine type newspapers through Flipster. And this is all available with your library card. We don't. Oh, it's not Canopy anymore. I'm sorry. It's Projector. So excuse me. We have Projector, not Canopy. So please excuse me. But we have Flipster also for magazines. Thank you, Biz. How to access our e-resources. Let's see. Libby, like I said, you just come into the library. We can show you how to access if you're not able to click on it and figure it out. It's pretty user friendly. Let's see. So Libby is Overdrive, and you can download the books 3 at a time. You can put 3 on hold, and we have almost everything available. Books to read on your screen, either through your Kindle, your iPad, your phone. What I do, I actually listen to the books with my phone while I'm doing my walk. So I usually have 3 books at once. We also have access to all of the books on public domain through the Gutenberg Library, through the Gutenberg Project. So again, we have all of those resources. Now, as far as, I'm going to go back. So this is E and audio. Are there any questions? I can't see your faces. I'm trying to go through quick because I know everyone probably wants to go home.
Can I ask a question? As far as the ebooks are concerned, is it easy to read on the cell phone?
Yeah,
It's so
you can
small.
make the print as large as you want.
Yeah, but then you have to keep going back and forth on the page.
No, you can flip it like a book. You can flip the pages like the book, just like with Flipster with the magazines. It's an app. You put in your library card with your library card, your pen, and you can flip the page.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I'm showing them. I have a Libby book on my phone. I was reading it on my way here.
Great, we have a library user.
So make it smaller.
And
Oh, that's interesting.
not only that, if you have an iPad, like my iPad is pretty good, and when I go and I travel or I'm on the plane, it's just like holding a regular book, and you flip it just like you would flip a page. So it's really nice.
And how long can you keep the ebooks?
Books are usually 21 days.
Oh, that's a long time.
Right. There might be a wait for some of the most popular books, but then, for example, we have books that are like, for example, during the blizzard, Mandami promoted one of the books that we have always available. I forget the title of it. Heated Rivals. It was a salacious romance book. So, based on hockey players. So we have a lot of books available. So let's see what else. So those are our ebooks. Now you mentioned Hoopla. Hoopla has movies and comic books, but we have movies and comic books. We have Comics Plus, which has DC comic books. Let me see if I can go back. We have Canopy. Not Canopy, Projector. Okay, let's go back to the e-resources, and we're going to go to movies now. Okay. Oh, Tumble books. The children can read picture books that will read along with them. Teachers sometimes use this in the classroom. And connected database. Come on. It's not going to let me without putting in my library card number, which I do not want to share with all of you. Sorry. But just trust me, when you put in your library card number and your PIN, you can watch a classic picture book come alive in front of you, and it will actually, the words will light up as you read along with it. Let's see, projector. These are our accessible books, of course. Andrew Haskell's The Library for the Blind, and the Talking Book Library, which is all audiobooks. Bookshare, which is also audiobooks for, let's see, projector. This one should be good. I think I can sign in to projector, and you access database and it won't show you my PIN. It's going to take a while to load up because I'm sorry, I have slow internet in my house. But you can watch all these movies at home through projector. And they're mostly independent films and documentaries. The cartoons. So
Can I ask you about Flipster?
Yeah.
Does that have an audio
yes, I will go
component?
there right now.
I'm curious, does it have an
Do you know
audio
what?
component?
I don't know. Biz or Aga, do you know the answer to that?
Hi. So it's been a while since I've last looked at it, but I don't think there's an audio component as far as I recall. Flipster is for electronic edition of many popular magazines.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
to Flipster right now.
If I can just comment on the reading ebooks, for Sylvia, you had a question if it's on a cell phone or, tablets. For people who don't have access to portable devices, both as Rebecca mentioned, both Libby and then Cloud Library can be accessed through desktops and laptops. So if you prefer to read on a bigger screen and you don't have access to portable devices, all ebooks can be accessed to be read on your computer screen.
So would you like to know how to navigate to get to that page? Basically, you go to mypl.org. mypl.org. To get to Flipster, you can do MYPL Flipster and download the app. That makes it easy. Or go to research, and we have so many resources available that I could talk for hours, but I'm going to only try to talk for 5 more minutes. Articles and databases. And let's see. We also have referee journal articles for those of you who are in college or doing research, primary research, access to study guides for the SAT. A lot of our students have been using those lately. So Mango to learn language. Flipster. Find a grave. There we go. Popular. And if it has a little blue house, that means that you can access it from home. So Flipster access database, but you can download the Flipster app on your phone or on your tablet. So just like I'm doing on my computer, you can get, I don't know, the gardening book. And look, it's winter 2026. So it's the latest edition. Okay. April 2026, Traveler. on Health, April 2026. And you can read now. And just when you're on your iPad, you just flip with your finger and you read it like a regular magazine. So if you're on a cruise, you know, and you have Wi-Fi, you can read your magazines just like you would in the library or in your house. Okay, and they have lots of magazines on every single subject matter. So you can see bridal, health, business. One thing, since this is the Education and Libraries Committee, that I want to share, okay, is, let me go back to my presentation. I actually did a presentation on this last month. Two things that are helpful to students is Momentrex, I'm not saying it, Momentrex e-library and Learning Express library. And the reason why these are important is that students can actually, and parents can actually have access to test guides, test prep for the SAT, the PSAT, New York State test. There are practice exams or flashcards, all available for free for library card holders. Learning Express is even more, offers even more, because not only do you have test prep material like the flashcards, but you have interactive practice tests, so students can prep the PSAT and the GED, and civics exams, and professional, if they want to become a lawyer, the SAT. So
Do you know if
all
those
this
resources
is available free, and
can those resources be printed?
Okay. If I guess if you wanted to print your screen, you can. I don't know if there's copyright, but most of the tests now, the SAT, are an advantage to practice them in a environment that it simulates the real test. We also have books available, the latest test prep books available in the library if someone needs more of a paper copy. But, you know, let's say your child is on vacation and it's spring break, make them study for the SAT while they're vacationing with their iPad. I know RKA is taking the SAT tomorrow. And other things are available, like I said, 582, I think it's 582 right now, databases. A lot of them are available at home. Some are not, and you have to use them in the library, like Ancestry. So if you're interested in tracing your lineage, your ancestors, I was able to trace my family back back to 1000 AD through Ancestry Library. It's different than the Ancestry.com, and more, I believe, more comprehensive. Okay, will not DNA test you, but will give you access to more census data and more government documents. So there's so much available that we have that I can go on for hours and hours about it. College students, if you have a college student, Academic Search Premier, full text articles for those research papers that they're doing, from referee journal articles, like academic journals. Let's see, what was my daughter researching recently? I don't know. Give me just any topic, education, and you can get full text articles right through here. And we have partnerships. So, you know, all of this is about available to your students 24/7. So if they're doing that late night 10-page paper that's due tomorrow, the articles are right there for them. They should not be doing that, but we know what really happens. So fun stuff. Do you want to see the comic books?
Why not?
Okay, let's go. Okay, so if you're interested in Comics Plus, let's see, let's go down. I'm also purposely showing you everything that the library has while I'm going down. Okay, so Comics Plus, we have the children's edition and we have the adult edition. The adult edition will have more of the comic books that may be, you have to use your adult library card to get into it. And it's age filtered. We're going to go through the Children's Comics Plus. Okay, access database. And you can, Biz or Aga, this is also an app, right?
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna check on it right now.
Thank you. So Comics Plus. Popular. Big Nate. Full comic books. Okay, Plants and Zombies. These are the kids' comics. The adult comics, they have all the classic ones that you have probably read. So,
Just interjecting, you're right, Rebecca. There is an app for both Android and Apple devices.
yep. So they can actually read their comic books or the graphic novels right there on their phone by flipping the pages. So,
It's amazing.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Aren't libraries, I'm sorry. Libraries are awesome. I love being a librarian.
they really are, and I don't know,
Sorry.
anyone, using any of it, but, it certainly is astounding what is available.
Yeah. And you know, whenever I get a chance and I see a child checking out a book, you know, I show them this. They still like the traditional books, but which one was this? This is still Comics Plus, featured. But you know, we also get the Marvels, Star Wars. So, but again, this is filtered for children. I can show you the adult since this is a adult audience, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, no.
I think this is, we get the gist.
Okay.
If you could include this, like, are you gonna send us the link and the presentation so we can have access to it, or is this?
Sure.
you guys-
Let me clean up my presentation just a little bit, but I'll send it to you. And I'll send you instructions on how to get to these databases. Not
Okay.
a problem. Yeah, Sylvia said, "Oh, I would like you to present tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So, but librarians are always ready. Any other questions? Was I comprehensive enough?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Look at this. ACLU, union papers, everything is available.
Look at literature in a way that we don't in class, and I like how you encourage you doing them.
And if there are any teachers in the audience, I do have my librarians do virtual lessons if they have a specific topic. For example, Riverdale Country School reached out and my YA librarian did a presentation on how to find primary resources through our e-resources and trials and newspapers from the 1800s. So again, it depends on how deep you want to go.
So she, what ends up happening is.
All right, so any other questions or are we good?
I think we're good. That was very comprehensive.
Okay, and not bad for a 10-minute presentation, right? And you can always stop by
Thank
the
you so
library
much,
and I will
Rebecca.
talk more.
Right? And the truth is that I am holding these kids to, and I'm not letting them get away with sentences that start with like, in conclusion.
Now, maybe I'm just slow, but
Yeah.
if I were to want to avail myself of the ebook, what is the proper way to get to that on the computer?
Okay, so you have to, if you're doing it on your tablet, you should download the app through the App Store or the Google Play Store, Libby or the 3M or the 3M library. I just use Libby. And then
Uh-huh.
and then you connect to your library, which is either the Riverdale branch or whichever library you choose, Kingsbridge or Spuyten Duyvil.
Right.
You put in your library card and your PIN, and then you can start downloading books. If you have any difficulty,
Easy.
and show you at the front desk at the New York Public Library. We are so practiced at this that we can teach you anyone within 5 minutes.
Wow.
Okay?
I have to.
Come in, stop
Yeah.
in, I'll help you out. Bring in your
Yeah,
device.
I keep buying the paperback, and my house is full of paperbacks. This would be a great way to stop that.
We'll save you thousands of dollars. And do you know how
Yeah.
pleasant it is to listen to ebooks?
I had no idea that this was going on.
Oh,
I don't know about anybody else, but did you know it was all going on?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
That's why
also
you can
is,
always fund libriaries, because we're offering all of this.
yeah,
And
no,
more.
it is
Yeah.
really something. And also for students, they can do it in their pajamas at home, doing research late at night. I mean, there's no hampering them from doing this because they all have a laptop or a computer, so and they know how to work it better than I do. So, you know, it is just amazing.
Yeah.
Quite
Thank
an
you.
improvement.
Thank you. And
That's
and
awesome.
all of our librarians are trained to teach this. So just come into any of our branches and we'll help you out.
Okay. I might take you up on that. Really something. Well, thank you so much for all of that. I was very excited when I saw your email of, about the Libby. And I certainly will try to use it. And 21 days is plenty of time. I mean, I read a book like in a week or so, if it's good. So, yeah, so great. That is really great. Anybody have any questions? I lost my audience.
No, I think we're good.
It's weird.
Need another one?
Yeah,
They're right.
I watched it. I think I'm done. Actually, yeah, there's no old business. Any new business? Any questions?
Not for me.
No? Well, then I guess that, we'll adjourn.
Sounds good.
I
Second,
mean, I don't know about the other two, maybe they want to stay on, but, then I'm here to vote, so we'll just adjourn. Well, thank you everyone for coming, and, I think it was a very interesting meeting for me at least, and, we'll see you in April.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Oh, one thing
Good
I wanna
night.
mention. You turned it off already? I tried to get someone from Mosaic Mental Health to come to this meeting, but she wasn't available. My concern is that in as much as that shooting happened on West 238th Street, a killing actually. Every day I see, today again, 16-year-old was shot. I mean, all these young people are just being eliminated. And I'm wondering what's gonna happen in years to come. There won't be any people there. Because they're not gonna get any older once they're dead. So I wanted to find out if they go into the schools and talk to the children. Riverdale Mental Health used to do that, and I think that was very productive because children have issues and they don't know how to solve them. And violence is usually the first thing they turn to. People are getting killed all over the place, more than in my whole life. And I thought it would be very interesting to talk to someone for mental health. See what they are doing for the teenagers. They're 18, 19 years old. They're not, adults really. And I'm going to try for April to have them here and to try to answer some of my questions because I'm really very concerned. I don't know if other people feel that way also, but I think it's an academic, it's not normal.
Well, Mosaic would be able to give you statistics on that probably. They might have those handy, so a presentation. More knowledge is never a bad thing.
Yeah, well, when my children were in junior high, say, middle school is hard. They would fight after school. But they will always be friends again, you know? They were able to work out their problems. They don't seem to be communicating anymore. And the first thing you know, they have a gun. And they're gonna use it. And that doesn't solve the problem, but it solves it for the moment. And I think it's a terrible epidemic. I see no way of fixing it. So anyway, that's my problem, and I addressed it in April. Hopefully she'll be able to come. Being that she's in neighborhood and she goes to school. They say they go to the schools also, so. That's why I asked them to come. I just wanted to mention that. And now we can adjourn.
Thank you.
Have a good
Thank
evening,
you,
everyone.
Sylvia.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.